Good afternoon. I'm standing out here at 731 Rose Street. Always like spinning on my heels, taking a look at the neighborhood, as that's one of the hardest things to get a good feel from out of town. Looks like we've got kind of a dead end, kind of a continuation of driveways right there, but it looks like pretty small amount of drive-by traffic. The hill that I'm standing on is a little bit steep. We do get snow in Klamath, so small consideration, but we've got lots of hills like this in town, so it doesn't look that out of the ordinary for what it takes for normal winter life out here, as well as we just kind of forgot to have winter this year. House itself looks like it's put together in great shape. There's also a little tiny ADU back there. Main house has been flipped and everything's kind of squeaky clean on the inside. That second living space is still a little bit rough, but we'll see everything here pretty quick. I do hear a couple dogs out here as I've been walking the back fence line, but at least this time of day seems like it's actually pretty mellow. I think last week this thing got a whole brand new roof here. Brokers that has got this, I don't know if it's his personal flip. I know he does a lot of reviving old homes that just need a little bit of help. And the inside of this one looks pretty cute, so it very well might be. So I showed you the ADU down there, as well as we've got kind of a driveway. You could line up probably 3 cars pretty easy here. And I expect there's street parking as well. You can see where I'm up there in front of the house. All right, let's see what we can see. Got a little tiny front porch. It's about 3 feet deep. There's 2 different spots today with a whole bunch of yellow jackets. Nothing inside the house. Hopefully you won't hear me dancing and jumping around. There's about 9 of them in that little entryway as our winter is ending and the seasons are changing. So it looks like we've got newer flooring, newer paint. A lot of the stuff that goes a long way is just kind of squeaky clean in here. So home's currently listed at $239,900. Square footage isn't enormous, but it feels like it's got a pretty good layout. I also always want to let you know I've got a wider lens on my camera. Well, it makes it a whole lot easier to show you the rooms that we're standing in. Sometimes it can distort lines on the edge of a wall. Sometimes it can make rooms look a little bit bigger than they actually are. But also when I'm shooting a smaller room, it's the only way to actually show what's in front of me instead of just seeing the wall on the other side. So yeah, just remember it's a little bit of a wide angle lens. For the heat, there's actually, I've seen 2 things. This looks like an intake, and the listing says there is a furnace with ducting all the way through. I think it says it's natural gas. In addition, I see just about every room has got a thermostat and a wall cadet heater. So I don't know if one tried to supplement the other. I don't have any evidence that one is not working. It looks, until I learned something else, it looks like it's just got some redundancy with, again, cadet heaters every room and forced air for a furnace as well. This kitchen, all the counters are tiled. Got small rack space. You can't see on the camera, there is some grunginess in a couple directions, but by and large, this place is looking pretty solid. We do have our laundry with some lights in there, just off the kitchen. Got a good sized bedroom that way. Some extra bonus space here. Feels like it was probably set up as a dining room. Kind of a long, skinny room here. We've seen from a couple moments ago, this just gets us out to that little side porch. Looking straight back up to the sidewalk. Looks like, I might come back to that, looks like our panel is right on the exterior wall right there. back around, we've got, I think, our biggest bedroom. You can see bright light of, looks like a pet door back there. Just like about every room, we've got a floor vent and we've got a thermostat with a electric little cadet wall heater. So it looks like 2 heat sources all the way through. Of course, this bedroom, it's got a good full bath built off it as well. Looks like fixtures are pretty new. Faucets, flooring. Somebody, it looks lived in, but it also looks like somebody's put some solid effort into this place. All right, the other half of the house, back through the kitchen. From the other side, our full living room space. Around the corner, we've got bathroom in the middle, pink room, black room, bedrooms on each side. Let's see what we can see. So this bedroom is pretty snug. Got a mirrored closet, which always messes with my head when I'm trying to figure out on a video where those walls are, and a whole wall is just a big mirror. Bedroom, it's hard to judge. This feels, with that closet there, kind of like 7 feet by 8 or 9 feet. It's pretty snug. Once you got any size bed in here, it would feel cozy for sure. This side with another, essentially full bathroom in here. We've got a walk-in shower and toilet and sink. Still similar, newer looking fixtures. And then thermostat, we've even got ventilation in here. The last unexplored room, the pink bedroom. It's still a little bit snug, although it feels a couple feet wider and longer than that last bedroom. Got a little more exploring to do. Again, that's the front door. Run back through the kitchen. All the way back. Some good shelves in both directions. And here's our good access to the backyard. In our backyard, we've got a really decent side yard going all the way back up to the curb. There is another driveway in front of that fence to the right. So I sure would be curious exactly where the property boundaries are, or a little more relevant, where I could park in front of the house if I wanted to get off the street. Yeah, that dividing line between yours and the neighbors. And 2 buildings in the back. This first one is a little storage shed, and the second spot where there's a whole bunch of wasps today. Looks like some really solid space here. I always, when I look through, I try to look for the problems. A newer roof is good. I wonder why it needed a new roof and if there's any problems that still remain. But largely, looking at the foundation, it's looking pretty stout. Looking at the siding and the eaves, there's a little bit of blown out paint, a couple spots up top, but I'm not seeing a lot of the big problems that sometimes jump out. Here's some missing trim, so I can always spot stuff once I start talking about it. But it's all looking pretty decent. Here's a big wooden patio that's all wood into dirt. Lenders and other people often don't like seeing wood touch dirt because that's one of the easiest ways to encourage bugs to come, termites or other things. Termites aren't a super common problem in Klamath Falls, but they do exist. So something to always keep in the back of your mind. There's that staircase that came down off of the dining room. We've got 2 more places to explore. A little short hobbit door that gets into the crawl space underneath the house. And this second building, which at some point was set up as essentially a duplex. Today this place feels totally different from that front space. So the first thing that hits me pretty big, so easy to miss from a video, is I'm smelling something funky. And I don't know if that's old stained carpet, if they had pets, or if there's been a water issue, but there's some pretty solid smell in here that I've not been able to identify. That said, it's got some really good space. It looks like they've already got the flooring for this whole area. I don't know if they ran out of time, energy, or money, but it's decent space for a kitchen. Short little hot water heater. I'm seeing just a little corrosion at the base, but really not obvious water issues in any direction to match what I'm smelling. I don't see any problems. So I do see another electric wall cadet heater. And as this is 100% detached from the other building, I don't see secondary heat. It's not that uncommon just to use those, but I'm only seeing the one, although we do have a second one here. Similar setup in the bathroom. Bathroom is we don't have carpet in here. Which is what you expect in a bathroom. I'm not smelling the same as that front room, so yeah, I don't know if it's carpet or something else. Lots and lots of good space though. It just keeps going on and on. So this whole walkway here is well lower than shoulder height. So I'll do my duck waddle coming through here. Currently there's no latch at all. Looks like wind could just about blow that forward. Looks clean enough, but that's always worth knowing if neighborhood cats or skunks or mice or something are calling this place home, but I see no reason to believe that's the case yet, despite a door that just swings open pretty well. So we've got our hot water heater. Looks quite a bit newer. I know in a house they always require earthquake straps on hot water heaters. I don't know what they require underneath a house. I do see no earthquake straps on it currently. Looks like full furnace is down here, which can be a good spot to have it. And I'm seeing this black plastic, so they call it a vapor barrier. It's good to see that that's already in place. Also, some homes don't have enough clearance to crawl underneath the house. Appraisers especially don't like that. It looks like we've got really good clearance underneath the entire house here. Now, not only do we have a door that swings out, but we've got this basement vent that is just totally open. So if we had a motivated cat or something, yeah, they could easily just take over the basement there. Nonetheless, those both have got pretty easy, small, cheap fixes, depending on how the rest of it catches your attention. And that's the run of the place, whole thing. I know I've got another house that I'll be sending you later this afternoon, but this one or anything else in town, please let me know your questions. If you'd like any other tours, you can always catch me by voice or text, 541-539-8916. Hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.